kill somebody.
I just need a chest to ride. Damn, I ranted for like 23 minutes. I was some goofy shit.
I said what I said.
Yo, what's up, Not of Opinion? This your boy Bamboo. Hello.
It's your girl, Des. I mean, you were going on, so we had to get this. Go ahead. Let's get it. Let's get to it.
Now, listen.
Let's dive right in. Let's just jump right in. Welcome back. If you haven't already done so, please subscribe. Remember, it's free. It doesn't cost you anything. We really, truly appreciate the support. And we're going to have Bam jump right into his monologue that he was going into.
I'm ranting today, ladies and gentlemen. I am ranting. I am going to roll from what my executive producer would like for me to talk about. But what I'm going to talk about today is going to hit a couple of people. It's going to hit you hard, and some people it ain't going to really hit them because you don't give a damn. So what I'm about to talk about is the fact that we sit around people that calls us their friends, their associates, and they sit around Destiny all day, and they be like, "Yo, y'all really ought to put something together." And here we go, got something together, and we can't even get 50 subscribers, right? And that's ridiculous. I'm utterly appalled. And then what? Yet still, you will sit and subscribe to somebody else's channel that you don't even know. So in other words, and we're not trying to become millionaires here. Let's keep it 100.
Oh, I'm definitely trying to become a millionaire, but
and I'm trying to give these people this good entertainment. Yes, I'm saying, but we're not. Our goal isn't ultimately become millionaires. Our goal is to share our entertainment with our fans, with the people that request it.
Yeah, we did have a lot of requests to do this, and because we do this for free every day. Like this is not for YouTube. This is not for a podcast. This is real life. We do this on and off camera. Have these conversations on and off camera. This is real life, real deal.
All the time.
Us, you should start a podcast. You should start a channel. You guys are great. The chemistry is excellent. You need to.
Here we are. We're 2 months in, and 50 subscribers, right? Did we even hit 100 views yet? But yet and still, you will sit in front of me and show me how you subscribe to a person you never been over their house. You never even seen their children. But yet and still, you guys sit in front of me, and if you know, you know. You sit in front of me and you call yourself my friend. Then you wonder why I choose the people that I want to have around me nowadays. Another thing, subscribing and viewing, it's all free. Nobody hitting you with a monthly subscription. It's all free. And we're leaving our topics open for the public to be like, yo, why don't y'all talk about that? I want to see y'all in this environment. I want to see you talk about different things outside of your element. And we do that. And this is what we get. This is the return we get from our investment. And again, nobody's here trying to make millions. We're just trying to entertain y'all. We're trying to make sure that after you guys are entertained, that the next show that come up, you're entertained again. So now, I really think it's a black culture, because let me explain this to you guys on some real shit. Now it really gets serious because it's kind of personal to me now. Because I sit and watch the Chinese people, and Chinese people don't spend a bad cent. That money will circulate in China 100 times before they outsource it to somebody else. And before they outsource that money to somebody else, they'll make sure that Ming, Su Young, or whoever don't know how to do that work. They'll make sure of that. You sure? You sure? Then you got the Jews. They do the same thing. I love you guys. But you got them, they do the same thing, right? They make sure that nobody in their community knows how to do the work before they outsource it. You got Caucasian people. We as colored people, man, I swear to God, I am so sick of hearing, oh, they're holding us back. They're holding us back. And not one time would you sit there and push another colored person forward. Not once. Because Caucasian people, oh, God forbid if Jack, John, Greg, Tucker, or whoever got a construction company. Oh, yeah. Well, let me give you his number before you leave. That's what they say. And before you know it, they it's called a referral for people that don't know. It's called a referral. Let me give you Tucker's number before you leave. He has a wonderful company. And I highly recommend it. Right? Then you call Tucker and you say, hey, listen, man, I need my roof done, or I need my sidings done. And we can't say as colored people that we don't know how to do the work. So I think colored people are the only people that do not mind spending their money other places. They don't mind it. They don't mind before they sit and uplift a person that got his own business. And I get it. I get it. I get it. Colored people, your prices are kind of, sort of, ridiculous.
Well,
hold on. The reason why the prices are ridiculous is because companies can buy in bigger bulk than the average person of color, so they have to try to find a way to make that revenue up. And I get that. I really do.
it's not just that, it's like volume because we don't support each other as much as we should. And so it's like a revolving door because being that the demand is lower than, let's say, Walmart or Tucker's business, the prices do have to be higher. They can't buy as much bulk, so the prices that it costs them to get the supply is going to cost more for a black business, for example, compared to Walmart or Tucker's business, for
And I
example.
get that.
And
I get that.
so then, because black people typically don't, I'm not just black people in general, they don't want to spend more by supporting a small business, that black owned small business, and then therefore it perpetuates the cycle. So
Well, I'm gonna make this real clear.
and some of our customer service just sucks. Like people, they don't know how to act. They don't know how to act. Let's
It's
just
facts. We get it. You got your own business. You got your own business. You now living in the suburbs, and you felt like you didn't came up, but you're never gonna come up until we help you up. People of color need to start to help other people of color, especially when it ain't costing you nothing. When it ain't costing you nothing, all you got to do is sit and watch our video for 30 minutes.
45.
45 minutes. And I've seen people do crazy shit in 45 minutes. But before they say, you know what, man, Bamboo is my boy. Beth is my girl. I swear to you, B, I'm looking at my contacts and I'm looking at the people that I told about my little show. And I said, yo, check me out, man. Like, subscribe, and share, bro. Yeah, man, I got you. You don't have me. Stop telling me you have me when you don't have me. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm telling you something. I got a little experiment. Cause I got a couple of white friends too, And I'm meeting with them on the phone. And I can almost guarantee once I have this discussion with them, I'm pretty sure they're gonna like, subscribe, and share. These are the same people that all I told was I had a dream to go to Maine for my 50th, and they had no problem contributing to my trip. I'm not asking nobody for anything. I'm asking for like, subscribe, and share. That same thumb you use to look on TikTok and look at chicks sit there and show me camel toe and like crap and think and do all of that. Yeah. Well, we can't do that.
I just was not expecting it, but
And all they got is their pants, their legs folded in the Indian style, showing some camel toe. And everybody was like sharing and sending roses. Thank you for the roses. Thank you, thank you. Thank you for the roses. And I mean, they're loving it. And this is real conversation every day. This is real everyday shit that we're talking about. You know what I'm saying? So, black folks, people of color, I mean, if we're going to uplift each other and push each other forward, then do that. And the reason why I feel so appalled is because I'm always the first to support.
that's what I say is that, like, whether it be big or small, whether it be a phone call, whether it be advice, whether it be to come through for something, every single person that I know can say at some point or another, I came through for something big or small for them. They can call me right now and say, hey, I need help. I'm figuring this out. And I'm going to walk them through it and make sure that they straight, make sure that they good. And I shouldn't have to ask for the support, which I don't. I'm not asking anybody because it's going to come. The thing is, at the end of the day, if we keep working hard, it's going to come whether they support or not, right? I'm not begging nobody to subscribe, comment, whatever. I'm not begging for none of that because at the end of the day, it's crazy how much outside people support before your inside people will. It's crazy how much outside people support before your inside people will. So my focus is this. If the inside people want to support. If they don't, I'm cool on it. At the end of the day, our focus is to the people on the outside, gathering their attention because they're likely to support us before those on the inside. But what I do know is the same ones that's on the inside and not supporting, you ain't got to worry about calling me, asking me about making a pot of rice, okay? Don't ask me how to nothing.
I beg to differ on that.
That advice was free to give. It took more effort for me to teach you something or give you information on something than it did for you to click a button on an app that you're already using, already scrolling through. You sharing everything else. The crazy part is I get people sending me TikTok links, other YouTube videos, links, this and that. Ain't subscribe or sharing, and that's cool. If that's what you want to do, if that's the energy you want to keep that same energy. Because once things do get bigger, because they will, I'm claiming it. Once it does get bigger, then they want to act like they've been supporting. We know who supported from the beginning and who didn't, and this keep that same energy. If you can't be through the struggle and the grind, you can't be with me on the way up, on the come up. Period.
I'm asking our viewers. I'm asking y'all, man. I ain't begging you for nothing. I'm asking you. Man, look at our content, man. Our content is real shit. This is real life shit. Ain't nobody showing camel toe. She got a little cleavage hair in there, but ain't nobody showing camel toe or nothing like that. We got cleavage hair in there. None of that is planned or orchestrated. None of that. No. You know what I'm saying? That's just the way Best said. This is real life conversations doing real life shit. You know what I'm saying? And again, man, you know, this ain't costing y'all nothing, man. I look at my boy. Let me do a couple of plugins, man, because, you know, there's a few people out there, man, that I need y'all to really look into. You know what I'm saying? I got my boy Michael Bell. He does Mass Beats. Man, this dude beats is awesome. Awesome beats, bro. You know what I'm saying? So when y'all get a chance, man, look him up. There's another chick, La Diva. Yo, she has awesome content. Awesome content. Look her up, man. You know, support her, man. Support them. Those are the people that I have followed. And let me be honest with you, I have not had no conversation with either one of them. I went to school with Michael. I ain't talked to Michael since he knocked the damn meatball sandwich out my hand. They're really good content. These people that's trying to go somewhere. You know what I'm saying? So again, man, you know, I ain't begging y'all for nothing. I'm just asking y'all to listen to my content. You know what I'm saying? And if you dislike it, please feel free to give me the thumbs down. But when you do that, let me know what you would like to hear or what I could have done better to better this craft I got. That's what we call corrective criticism. You know what I'm saying? And I'm good at that. You know what I'm
Absolutely.
saying? So I mean, I just want to touch base on that with you guys real quick. You know what I mean? And stop spending your money outside of your community, because most of the people outside of your community really don't care about you. They
At all.
don't. They do not. They do not care about you. But again, you're not spending no money with me. All you doing is exercising this finger right here on the left click button. That's all you're doing. All right. So
This must have been on your heart for a minute because you kind of brought it up a little bit before, like a couple days ago, whatever, during our regular talks that we had. And then,
yes, you and I know too many people. Like, I'm that guy that you invite over to your house, and your people are following me around talking about, hey, follow him, he's funny. You know what I'm saying? I'm that nigga. I'm that same nigga doing that same shit. The only difference is I'm doing it with my daughter. That's the only difference, my nigga. You feel me? And yes, this shit has been on my heart. It was definitely on my heart today when I was driving my bus. I ain't even gonna front, man. This shit really, it hit me different last night.
what
It,
happened?
oh God, man. I had one of my homeboys, man. The nigga, for those that don't know, I do, little brake job, alternator jobs. I do a lot of oil changes, you know. And one of my boys came to me, man, and he was proud to tell me that he went to another shop to get his oil changed. And I'm like, what do you mean you went to another shop to get your oil changed? He's like, man, yeah, man, you said you were going to do it Saturday. So I'm like, nigga, we just spoke about it Monday. It's Tuesday. Yeah, man, I couldn't wait that long. What?
So why you ain't say something? Ugly so.
I said something to the nigga. What you
Why
talking about?
talking about him? If he couldn't wait, why agree to the terms? Or be
Man,
like, all
listen,
right, we can schedule it, but I'm gonna try to see if I can get something sooner. We'll
this is what
schedule
I'm telling
it.
you, B. From here on out, from here on out, man, on some real shit, man. I'm a grown man. My feelings is hurt. You know what I'm saying? My man, listen, Destiny, why you looking like you posing for a high school picture?
I'm listening. I'm listening. I'm just like this.
But yeah, man, on some real shit, man, my feelings is hurt. You know what I'm saying? Because I do too much for too many. I'm
Like
talking
what?
about people fish fries. I'm from people, oh, I'm having a charitable donation. I'm talking about them. So now I'm letting y'all know, man, off the rip, man, the gloves is off. So when you ask me for something and I put a price on it, I'm giving you the price that Tucker will give you. Because if your money spent somewhere else, then your money should be able to spend with one. You know
Right.
what I mean? Especially if I'm doing the same. Man, when people come to my joint, I change their oil, top off their antifreeze,
You give
top
a car
off.
wash and vacuum job too. I appreciate that.
You don't get that shit at them other large change oil changing places.
Right.
And all I'm asking for a little $25. Baby. Boy, the devil is a liar. I tell you that. But listen, man, we gonna get on to something else, man. I just thought I'd let you know that shit was on my chest. And I ain't telling you just because I spoke about it that it's off my chest. I'm just saying I feel a little better that you niggas know how I feel. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Point blank pull. So when you see me on the street and you walk up to me, like, yo, what's up, Bamboo Man? And normally I buy you a cup of coffee. Yeah, nigga, give me a cup.
I'm gonna say something that's probably gonna upset you, but they probably ain't watching everything all the way through anyway. Or once they hear that this is what started and they know that it's about them, they ain't gonna watch it. So it's gonna fall to the ears of the people that this doesn't apply to, most likely.
Yeah, but it's gonna fall to the ears of people that's probably going through the same situation. And sometimes people just need to realize and understand that, well, shit, I ain't the only one that's going through this shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
'Cause like I said, man, I've watched my guy Michael Betts. He's not my guy, my guy. That's just the way I speak. It's the where I'm from thing. So I've watched him, do mad Facebook posts about, Mass beats and he got his little homeboys and everybody listening to the beats that he made. I'm telling you, the beats are sick. The beats are sick. You know what I'm saying? This is a guy that got a regular job. But the beats are sick. But again, man, we really don't have too many people that's on a come up from Connecticut. A lot of people from New York think that Connecticut ain't got no talent. And the only difference is you got a nigga in New York, and when I got this thing coming, these niggas is on their phone on the L train, the key, everywhere they go uptown, and they looking, subscribing, they doing everything to support another New Yorker. Brooklyn don't support the Bronx. They think they nasty. I get it. But they're gonna watch their content. They're gonna watch it.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, we got two people from Connecticut that's trying to, do a little something. Like I said, man, he ain't putting no turkey on the table. But we trying to do something. We gonna get back on the topic now, man. I ranted for like 23 minutes on some goofy shit.
It's okay. Sometimes we just gotta get it out. We gotta get it out, and what they say is better out than in, right?
No, that's when you're about to fart.
Well, not just that, anger, all these emotions, whatever else, all that stuff, better out than in.
And to touch on a situation, a conversation that we had, one of our episodes. Let me be the first to tell you, after speaking to somebody today that's going through a domestic situation, man, I got to change some of my thoughts on that.
You got to
Domestic
change
violence, I have to.
on a domestic situation.
Yeah, man, I had a I can't tell you the girl's name, but she's staying in a women's shelter, and
Well, geez, enough with the location drops, but go
no,
ahead.
no, it's not a location drop. It's a women's shelter. They got a lot of women's shelters. But anyway,
okay.
she's staying in the women's shelter, and unfortunately, she was on my bus, and she actually seen the nigga that used to beat her ass when she lived down, and I don't know.
You saw her on the bus?
Yeah, she was on the bus. They had relocated her down, and she was on the bus, and she had this frightening look on her face. And I looked and I said, what's good? And anybody that know any bus policy, that means if a person tell you, keep going, the bus is a safe place. And I had to leave a couple of people because she was like, please don't stop. And come to find out that one of the dudes she was running from actually spotted her on the bus, and he had came down from Savannah, and he had spotted her. Yeah, he spotted her on the bus, and she begged me not to stop that bus, and she was so terrified, and just the look in her eye just made me realize that domestic violence is real. You know what I mean? And we had a similar conversation about should he unlife her or whatever. And just to see the look on her face and the look on her children's face, and not to mention the look on the people's face that I had to pass.
Oh, they was angry, but who cares? But this is what I'm saying. Like, I know I'm strong-minded and have these strong, firm opinions. But that's what it's about. Like, nobody should have to live in fear like that because whatever the reason is, there is no reason for you to get crazy enough that now I have to be hiding and moving differently and going through all these changes because you're a nutcase. It's not okay. And and that's her story. But there are millions of others like her. And again, this is not just specific to women. Men don't speak up, and men also do experience domestic violence as well. but just it's just not okay. It's not okay.
When I tell you the look on her face, and normally, we the places by where where the bus go, she like, please don't stop, please don't stop. She like, cause I guess now they got to relocate her from out of
Yeah, she's compromised. And then imagine that. Like, imagine the trauma. You already had
that
a
the kids got to go through because some nigga done
exactly.
lost his damn mind. So with that being said, man, I recant my my previous conversation because of I guess I had to see it firsthand, for somebody to really depend on you to not stop because she's at fear for her life. And some of the things that she showed me on her body that he left, I was utterly disappointed in. I was embarrassed for him. I don't even know the nigga, but I was embarrassed for him. So um, once you see that episode, just look at it for entertainment. Then because then you'll understand why I recanted. But you need to look at that episode to understand why I recanted
I'm
my
proud of you.
previous statement.
I get to say it back to you. You said it to me.
What?
That I'm proud of you.
I'm always proud of you, Des.
No, but you said it for different reasons.
I'm always.
I really mean mine right now.
I'm always proud of you. I'm always proud of you
because you were able to recognize that maybe you misjudged or misunderstood a situation, and were able to reassess and see if you still stood on that. I'm not saying that you had to change it, but you
can't stand on that. I can't stand on that, man. Leave these women alone, man. Let them live, man. And that brings us let them live, man. That brings us to our next topic. Our next topic is
should we
I want to talk. Yeah, because we're just gonna flirt right into it. I want to talk about when do you think is appropriate for your kids to meet the woman or the man that you're involved in? Like, is there a particular time frame? Is there a particular feeling? Like, what do a woman have to do to meet your kids? Or what do a man have to do for you to sit and say, he no longer ride in my chest, he not a jump off. This the nigga or the female that I want to introduce my kids to. That I just want to slide into that, touch into that for a little bit. So I'm gonna let you start it off. I've been going on for 26 minutes.
That's a tough question because this is an emotional response, and I just feel like I don't want my kids meeting nobody else. Like if things didn't work out with my husband and I'm not in the business I'm not trying to remarry. So you don't need to meet my kids. Like, I don't know. Like, that's how I'm feeling right now. I just feel like
so let me give you a scenario.
A situationship or an entanglement. It ain't gonna be a relationship.
Yeah, but I mean, at some point in time, I mean, let's keep it 100. Let's keep it real here. At some point in time, you're a pretty woman. I'm a looker myself, and at some point, I'm one. At some point in time, you're gonna meet somebody, and you're not gonna want to go to the hotel paying $170 a night, $200 a night. At some point in time, it's just like, yo, we're not serious, but we serious enough where my kids could meet uncle. You know what I'm saying, or auntie.
Well, I was gonna say, just use a different example. Just don't say that name.
Well, I mean, what you gonna tell me? This the nigga that's riding my chest?
Just pick somebody else's name
instead of uncle, or instead of uncle. Yeah. You got me confused.
No, the uncle part is fine. Just don't use your name in the scenario, and you want me to be thinking about how I feel like. Just choose a different name, nigga.
At some point in time, I mean, I mean, we adults. I mean, I ain't trying to smash while the kids is home, or at least while they up.
Yeah, no, I just like right now, maybe because my kids are still so young, like I just feel like um
That's the question. At what age do you think is appropriate for a child? At what age
for
do you?
like okay, should I be thinking about like other people or thinking about myself? Because those are two different answers.
No, all right. So let's talk about. I would never suggest that you introduce a 5-year-old or a 12 or a 9-year-old to my friend. You know what I
You
mean?
said or a 9-year-old?
Or a 9-year-old. Nah,
So
no.
what's your age?
10 and above.
10 and above? Why 10 and
10
above? What's the
and above.
difference between 9 and 10?
A year. At the age of 10, you kind of sort of get more or less of an understanding of right and wrong. And at some point in time, you would have to explain to your child, whether it's male or female, that you listen, you know, mommy or daddy still gonna have friends. And I want you to understand this. And I know a lot of men, well, it can't be a lot of men because our subscribe numbers are low. But
Yeah.
I do know that men are gonna disagree with this because what I'm gonna say is it's some sexist shit. All right. Men are more quicker to introduce their children to their girlfriends than women are to introducing their children to their boyfriends.
It don't even gotta be a girlfriend yet. It's somebody they want to smash.
No, they could be dropping the kid back off to their mama. This bitch in the.
Right.
I think men will do it a lot quicker because women, women are nurturers. So women want to make sure that the child has a full understanding of what mommy is doing. You know what I mean? These girls, on the other hand, man, it's like, man, shit. I'm about to smash them. I drop them off. You know what I mean, so I just think that 10 is an appropriate age. You know what I mean? Because once they become teenagers, man, ain't nothing like dealing with a woman that got teenage kids. Because these niggas know you there to smash. They know you there for that. 9 and 10, especially 10, they ain't got no idea. All they know is that y'all in there wrestling naked.
Y'all better start locking y'all doors. Outside of that, like I don't necessarily think that for outside of myself, I don't think that there's necessarily an age limit. I think that it depends on how serious the relationship is, how well you know the person, like how involved is this. Like I don't think that your child should meet every person that you get involved with that is not going to be a long-term person, because then they get confused, and then when they do start putting stuff together as they get older, they might be like, wait a minute, but I think that like, because you could have a 1-year-old, right, and you meet somebody and they're great, but you need to see the dynamics between how they are with your children before the relationship could really like get to that point of you thinking of forever with this person, because you and that person could be beautiful together, everything is amazing, and then they meet your kid and they treat your kid like shit, then it ain't gonna work. You can't be
Yeah,
with somebody that don't got
it
love.
can work. It can work.
Absolutely not. Ain't no
It
way.
can.
Ain't no way.
It work.
If it's FDK and it ain't me and the biological dad saying it, you cannot say FDK to my kids.
No. That's when you get involved with somebody, right? That person is there for you. Like it. Hold on. Slow down. That's that. You know what? I'm sick of women talking about I'm a package.
It is.
I buy a pack of drawers. I don't necessarily wear every pack in the drawers. I don't necessarily do that.
If you are in a relationship with me and your plans are
not a package.
If your plans are you want to get married, right? Which means that you would now become the step parent to my child, another responsible party. even if we're not thinking about marriage yet, maybe we're just thinking about moving in. We're just, taking things to the next level, whatever, engage, whatever. If you're going to be involved with my child, we are a package deal. You cannot hate or dislike my kid and think that it's going to work. You can't mistreat my kid and think that it's going to work.
I'm not saying for the person to mistreat your child. I'm saying, right, that it is okay for me to date somebody and they really don't want to be bothered with my children. It's okay for that.
Nah.
It's okay.
Nah.
Listen, everybody keeps talking about, oh, I'm a package deal. I'm a package deal. Listen, just because you order a pack of Skittles don't mean you're going to eat all the flavors in there. You know what I'm saying? You might not get along with the kid.
The kid might one pack of Skittles.
The kid might not like him. So now, or her. So now, because your kid don't like the person, you got to move on from this person? No, absolutely not.
If a strong, conscientious effort has been put forward to establish and build a relationship with my child, and it's just like water and oil, and it's not just like, well, I don't like him because he's not my dad. I'm talking about like some real general, I just don't like this person, bad vibes, whatever. And then also your behavior is not quite right. It ain't gonna work. I don't care how great our relationship is. It's not gonna work.
Now listen,
this is my child's house too, and they will feel peace in their own house.
Okay, and I'm not there to make your child uncomfortable. I am not.
But you are.
I'm there for you. I'm there for you.
And by being there as a direct result of you being there, you're causing my child's safe space to no longer be safe.
No, I haven't done anything harmful to your child. Your child just don't like me.
Did you try?
That's what I'm trying to tell you. I'm gonna tell you something on some real shit. Right? Not in the dating aspect, but I have met people that I can't stand their kids.
Okay.
It happens. Mm-hmm. So if I'm there for you, right, and I'm here to date and court you, and your kid don't like me, that's cool. I'm not gonna call him or her no harm. I'm not. I will talk to them as much or as little as I need. But I'm here for you.
But at some point, for things to get serious or escalate to the next level, there has to be some type of copacetic relationship between the two, or it's not going to work. I firmly disagree. It's not going to work. As a mom, I'm going to protect my kids. And if that means that I have to X out this particular relationship,
so
then this one wasn't meant for me. God didn't send this one for me. God,
how many relationships
gets along with my children?
How many relationships are you going to X out because your child don't like that other person?
Again, if it's not just the fact of it's not my dad and I don't want my mom dating whatever, like if it's not stuff like that, but it's actual, I will X out as many as needs to be X'd out.
Yes, when I met my wife, right, and I'm be honest with you, man, she met my kids immediately. Yeah. And I'm gonna tell you why. I don't care. I don't care what my child thinks. You know what I'm saying? I don't care what you think, because man, listen, I gotta do something that makes me happy too, and she makes me happy. So if it'd be in your best interest to at least try to establish a relationship.
That's what I'm saying. Okay, but that also goes for her. It's both sides. Both people need to at least make a strong, good attempt consistently to try and build and establish that relationship, right? If time has gone on and it's just not working, it's just, I'm not even gonna feel it. I'm not even.
Yeah, that's a dog for me.
It's not, because there's other people out there. There's other people.
Listen, I'm telling you from experience. Every relationship that you try to introduce your kids into, they're not gonna like.
I didn't say that, but that's not what I'm saying. That's not what I'm saying.
I'm doing what's best. When it comes to my other person that I'm sleeping with or I'm with, I'm doing what's best for me. Point blank. Period. If I got to keep y'all away from each other, I will. She ain't got to do not my situation, but she ain't got to do nothing for them, or he ain't got to do nothing for them. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna do what's best for me. I gotta do something that's gonna make me happy. Let me tell you what happens when kids get older. They get older and they leave your ass sitting in the house empty, cold, because they didn't like your girlfriend. You know what I'm saying? They get what they call, I got a life too, Dad. So it goes the same way. So if and this ain't my life, but if your daughter brings a man to you and you don't like him and y'all just can't get along, is she expected to dump him? Hell no.
It depends on the reason.
Man, listen. When I meet somebody, I meet them for me. And I make it clear you don't have to get involved in my children's life. They don't need a mama. I just need a chest to ride.
Oh my God.
You understand what I'm saying? I need a chest to ride. And I need somebody to fall in love with. My kids don't have to fall in love with her.
I think for
You
me,
would
I'm family oriented, and so to have that like separation just wouldn't work for me, like personally. Personally, like doing holiday stuff together, traveling together, vacations together. I'm not gonna leave my kids out of things because I want to do things with you, and vice versa. So like, it's just not gonna work if I'm gonna be serious about you. Now, if you
I'm,
just something to do, something to just scratch that itch, then you ain't gotta worry about my kids because we ain't nothing. We ain't nothing. We're gonna be nothing, and that's cool. You don't need to
yes,
worry about what's going on in my personal life.
I am a alpha male, and I run my household as according. Now y'all don't got to really like each other, but you're gonna be in here. You're gonna live with each other, and you're gonna act according. Ain't nobody telling y'all to go to parades and movies and shit together. She not here for you. She here for me. Anything that she do for you is a plus. So if I ask her to go, so
No nigga that don't like my kids. I don't care.
oh man, if my wife would have told me, man, that I don't really care for your kids, I'd have been like, bitch, you ain't here for them. You here for me.
Mm.
That you ain't here for them. I ain't ask you to replace them. I ain't ask you to replace their mother. I ain't looking for a replacement. I'm looking for somebody for me. Now we ain't got to go to the Virginia together. We ain't got to go to the King's Dominion together. We ain't got to go on family trips together. We ain't got to do all of that if y'all can't get along. But yeah, you here for me. You ain't here for them. You know what I'm saying? But that wasn't my case. You know, my wife loved and adored my children from well from what she tell me since the time she met them. You know, I think she had got me on the hook and she didn't want to let me go, so she didn't know how I was gonna act. So I'd been on some what's that dude in Baby Bird? So you done built your fort, huh? Fuck your fort.
You is crazy. Yeah,
Yeah,
no.
that's my opinion on that. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
Um,
again, I don't think age has anything to do necessarily with it. Now, one thing I will say is like if my child is an infant, like nonverbal yet, can't like fully say things, I wouldn't have my child alone with the person until I like got to the bottom of things. I don't like to be reactive. I like to be proactive. Not to say that I would be with somebody that would do something like that, but I'm not willing to gamble my kids to find out. So you know, yeah.
I agree with you on that because I do know a situation where a girl had a daughter who was a little slow, and come to find out that her boyfriend was touching him. touching her.
And couldn't even say nothing. And
Yeah,
I'm
and couldn't say nothing. So I agree with that.
look at my face here. I will kill somebody for touching my kids.
Lord, thank God we got.
And it won't edit it out. I will kill somebody for abusing my children. You hear me? Kill. And I'm giving the same energy for my son that I get for my daughter. If a chick thinks she's going to sexually abuse my child, you better hope the police get to you before I do. That's all I'm saying.
You do understand that it's not that many syllables in the word child.
Listen.
Child.
I said what I said.
Yeah, put three of them there on the word that we got one.
Listen. We're going to get to the bottom of it. My child tells me something the first time. I'm believing it until it's proven otherwise. This ain't the criminal justice system. You are guilty until proven innocent.
Hold on. I'm going to tell you something.
You are guilty until proven innocent.
No. Children got a wild imagination. Children got a wild imagination. I'm going to take what they say serious. They got a wild imagination. They got a wild imagination.
They absolutely do. But guess what? I'm going to find out. I'm going to protect you first. And during that protection, I'm going to find out if this was a wild imagination and why you felt the need to go all the way there, or if this is something that actually happened. And once it's found that it actually happened, they done for. Period.
They done. I'm going to tell you something about real men. Real men don't even put themselves in that situation. And what I mean by that is, real men will never have another man's daughter on their lap. That don't happen. Real men will never be in. You ever notice when I'm in the pool and somebody's little girl get in that pool? You ever notice I get out?
Yeah, you gotta get out. Not you got to, but like
no, no, I got to. I don't want no misunderstandings at all. You know what I'm saying? I don't play them games. And people be like, "Oh no, you don't have to get out." Oh, I know I don't have to get out because I didn't have to let your kid in. But I do not play them games. I don't play those games. And I'm gonna tell another secret. Well, it's not a secret because I told people plenty of times before. Yeah, I sat and watched a comedian before. Her name was Roseanne Barr, and she said she remember from the time when she was a baby, from her father changing her diaper, that he used to fondle with her, right? And you know, for me hearing that, my daughter could tell you I have never but one time changed her diaper. I don't want no misunderstandings, man. I don't want no misunderstandings. I want her to understand that ain't no man supposed to be touching down there anyway until you ready for him to touch down there. You know what I'm saying? So I don't those are games I don't play. I don't play that. But as far as, you know, a girlfriend meeting your kids, 10 and above. That's just my personal feeling, you know.
So how long though? What's your timeline? How long you're dating?
Do I have to,
before she?
Oh man, listen, I gotta really get a feel for the chick, and I mean, you know, with me, it could be a week, it could be a year. I'm a pretty good judge of character. I keep telling you guys, I'm that guy. I'm him. I know, I'm him. You know, despite what you think.
We're gonna let you, if that's how you sleep at night, we're gonna let you sleep in it and be great in it.
Oh, I'll sleep like a baby. Okay. But I'm gonna tell you something. I'm a good judge of character. A good judge of character. And I'm telling you, I don't know how long it was, but it wasn't long before my wife met my kids. It wasn't long. It's just, you know, I mean, shit. She ain't had no choice. I was living with her. What I'm gonna tell her? You gotta go on Tuesday and Thursday? Nah, nigga. Let me introduce you to your mama. What's your next mama? Ain't my mama. But yeah, that's my opinion on that.
Yeah. I think that their dad would have a hard time with another male
It's
trying
of
to
course,
come in as an authoritative figure to his children.
of course. See, no, see, you done got it wrong again.
I know. I said that on purpose to get you
You
riled
got
up.
it wrong again. He ain't got no authority. He
Authoritative
got
figure.
a man, there ain't no authoritative figure. You just a nigga that's riding this bitch chest. That's it. That she got kids. If anything needs to be done, any kind of discipline about those children,
I know we covered that. I was just
that's what I'm here for. I don't need you for that, my nigga. You go ahead, ride her chest, and work on her. Cause she working. You ain't no authoritative figure for me, not for my kids, not at all. But listen, man, we're gonna break up on out of here. And again, as always, like, subscribe, and share.
support.
I can't
In other
just
words, support.
Just show a little love. When I was in the motorcycle community, we had this thing. You say you show a little love, you get a little love. And I mean, so that means if somebody came to your party from Washington, then when they had a party, wherever you lived at, you had to go to Washington where they was at. So you show love, you get love. But we out. It's always a pleasure talking to you guys. It's always. I don't know how to do the hard thing, but it's always a pleasure talking to you guys. And like I said, like, subscribe, and share. This your boy Bamboo.
Your girl Des. And remember, subscribe.
We out, man. It's love.
Out.